Guys, now I'll be playing Rider because primarily because I'm bored and I want to, talk about different stuff that I usually don't talk about. Okay, for now, my topic will be morality. And what I want to talk about, okay, let's take a, you know, okay, let's start. What we call morality is the discussion of what is good and what is evil, like goodness and evil. Okay, practically. So, what I want to ask first is that all humans, like somehow and like somewhat innately, have this sensation for evil and good. It doesn't have to be right. It is more often than not false. Anyway, fuck, shit. Okay. And but no, that's not the point. The point is that we have a feeling for thinking that something is good and thinking that something is bad. So we have a tendency to make moral judgments based on what we feel and what we are taught, and like on a large scale, usually it's what we are taught. But anyway, okay, so perhaps morality is formed. If we take a look at the major morality theories, we can see usually two sides. One is that morality is objective and morality exists beyond humanity, which I think is a very unnuanced position because, like, morality and moral laws are such human concepts that that you can't really see anywhere else on in this existence. But anyway, and the other point is, morals subjectivism or relativism, and those people that position really defends like morals don't really exist, which is a bold claim to make. I think it's something in between these things, only because like morality can't really be that subjective because morality is judgment and like judgment is rules, so therefore it can't be that subjective. But I think there are some like very easy stuff that we can eliminate right off the bat. For example, murder, thefts, rape, and such. Fuck. Those are like moral evils, inexcusable most of the time. Maybe not murder and theft, but for example, like sexual crimes, most like most definitely are. And we need to take some stance. And if we all agree, I think some things can be considered bad. Like I don't see the problem with like we can construct things and they can be like good and they can be not false. I genuinely think that. But going back to the theories of morality, we can also see again two positions, which is how morality should work instead of how it works as like in general. Fuck, I got overconfident there. Anyway, okay, the positions are utilitarianism and the Kantian ethics. Well, of course, like it's deontology, I think it's usually called that. Okay, in short, utilitarianism is a practice where you try to maximize the happiness, the greater happiness. Like you sacrifice the one person to save the five people. Well, that's a utilitarian mindset. Damn it, I got stuck there. Anyway, that's the utilitarian mindset, which focuses on maximizing overall pleasure and happiness and good. But I think it's very prone to abuse because, like, for example, if I can kill one person to make 100 people very happy, should I kill that person? Well, utilitarianism will certainly consider the implications of this action. Probably say no, but anyway. And deontology, on the other hand, seems better, like more humanistic, but it also has like very unrealistic parts, if you ask me. Which, for example, deontology states like you kind of tie it into a god and like act for things in of themselves, like means to themselves. For example, you should help people because they need help. But I don't think that's really compatible with human nature. And like, okay, saying human nature isn't really suitable, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Like, okay, if you solely do things for appreciation, for prestige, then yes, I don't think it's that much of a good thing. But if you're satisfying, like if you feel satisfaction, personal satisfaction from what you do, I think it's perfectly reasonable. Like, why will that be a bad thing? Like, you're choosing to do that thing. So, going back to that topic, I think morality is a very nuanced topic, and like giving an answer to that is impossible because we have to discuss free will as well, which I would say we have. But that needs to be explained. I just can't say we have free will and be done with it. Thing is, I believe that we need to protect life, and you know, we need to navigate our sensations of good and evil, because most of the time, this sensation is learned, and we have a biological and evolutionary tendency to make societal judgments more often than not. So this is really abusable. So we need to keep it flexible, but also protect life and protect labor as well. So this also ties into capitalism. Like, for example, can any boss be good? Well, I would say, as a radical standpoint, no, because they're stealing people's labor, if you ask me. Anyway, to tie things up, I think that we need to include the human factor in morality. And I believe that there are some common goods that we can all agree upon and act according to. But like 95% of morality is feelings and learned stuff. For example, theft, murder, maybe. Like those can vary a lot, like the moral judgments. But they are usually considered bad by all societies on Earth. So I guess we do have some common points. And as the human society expands, the globalization and the class society eventually dissolves, I think we'll see a new morality system like that is separate from Kantian ethics and utilitarianism. And yeah, I guess that's it.